Hello everyone, today I'm looking at the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. This is honestly, well, this was originally an April Fool's joke released by Sega, but this little murder train mystery thing for Amy Rose's birthday, and what they did is they released a visual novel, but there is actually some normal Sonic gameplay and platforming in here as well. But for the most part, it's mainly based around the characters, their different personalities, how they interact and intertwine with each other. And so, yeah, the party starts off where they're all on this express train for Amy's birthday, and they all know it's a murder mystery going into it. So then they all have to, play along and guess who murdered Sonic the Hedgehog. And honestly, as I was playing the game, it honestly was the least likely person I thought it was. I was like, there's no way. There's just no way. Like, it was like, so you expect all the kind of like the new characters or something. I don't want to say it and give it away, but yeah, it's pretty interesting how they did it. You also actually play as a nameless character. I think he's based off the Sonic Forces character. And so you're just kind of this generic guy, but has his own kind of quirky, fun, interesting dialogue, how he's usually embarrassed and messes up a lot of the time. And so you're paired with Tails, who is the detective, and you, along with Amy, who's playing a journalist, have to solve the mystery of who killed Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic is, of course, the first casualty and a sailor. Knuckles is a sheriff in a saloon. Blaze is a tycoon owner. Rouge runs the casino. Espio is a poet. Vector is a butcher. And Shadow is a locksmith. And so all together, each one of these characters, you have to basically go from car to car, clicking on the environment, getting your little clues, and then confronting the person in the room and basically cross-examining their alibi. So it's very similar to Phoenix Wright, but it's really not difficult, and it's also not very long. Like, this thing only lasts maybe like a couple hours, if that. And so this is just a fun little distraction, really. Nothing too, definitely nothing serious of the sort. And so, yeah, it's just really based on the characters and the writing and the narrative. That's really where this is. And it's done really, really well. A really nice, happy little job. Also, Eggman shows up in this, and for the very short amount of time he's here, he's very, very entertaining. And so when you confront each character with a piece of evidence that, like, aha, see, I've caught you, what you need to do is actually a little mini game where you actually do play as kind of classic Sonic. It's more like an isometric plane with 5 different lanes, and you just go between each plane, doing things like collecting rings, avoiding spikes and traps, jumping. And so it's actually fairly difficult by the end of the game, but it's revolved around the idea that you need to get at least 50 or 60 or however many rings in order to finish that part of the level. Otherwise you have to redo it. But yeah, no, this is definitely not a mainline Sonic game. It definitely is like a fun little thing they made just, for the heck of it. But it actually has a lot of soul and was very entertaining and fun to kind of play through. And because it's super short, it's super forgettable. But yeah, this is not a serious or high-end Sonic game by any means. It doesn't add anything to the lore. This is just a really fun gift, honestly, and I think every Sonic fan should play it and experience it, because it is very fun. Even the costumes by themselves and the art design is really entertaining. And yeah, there's not really much else to say here because it's a pretty small package, but for the small time that you have with this game, it's very enjoyable, and as I recall, it is totally free, so you have no reason not to get into it. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say about this game. I'll see you later. Bye.